Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and good night to you all. Hope you've all had a lovely day. I have not had a productive day, and I will not. The day will not continue to be. The day will continue to be unproductive, but that's part of the fun of it. Sometimes it's good to chill. Good lord. I haven't really come to a distance to see this in a bit. Wow. Yeah, good 2 p.m. Yes, a good 2 p.m. to you, Delian. As per usual, I have not done a whole lot. And by done a whole lot, I mean I don't think I've logged in a week. This tends to happen. Oh, I have bee banners. That is a new development. Either my friend spawned them in after the stream ended, or during the I don't even remember. I have bee banners though, which is part of the whole. There's a beehive in the building. Where is the bee? Where is the bee of the beehive? Hello? Is there a bee in here? How do you tell? Yes, it's good to chill. Exactly. And this will continue to be chill time. Because I think the last thing I didn't finish, obviously, but the last thing I was doing was figuring out the roof of the balcony, because that's a balcony there. And the issue with figuring that out was that it's a different size for some reason. So like this is 5 wide between the building and the pillar. So it's actually a 6 long roof, right? It's 2 slabs, a stair. Hold on a minute. It figures out. Oh yeah, no, it's a stair, 2 slabs, a stair, 2 slabs. That's it. I couldn't see the top of the stair. But this is only 3 wide. It's actually a 4 wide roof. And I think the last thing I was doing at the end of last stream, aside from talking about university, was figuring out what kind of slope that it would have, and whether it would actually extend out over the pillar, perhaps, to try and give it the correct length. I haven't totally figured that one out yet. Luckily, I have ample amounts of spruce wood to figure that out if I need to. The roof of the top looks kind of janky, but I kind of like it for being so absolute nonsense. The walls are going to be chaos, because I think how the walls will go will depend on how the building, like the rooms, go. Which is something that I could figure out. I could try and space out some of the walls, the interior walls today. Because I mean, what else am I doing, right? What else am I going to be doing? Unclear. There's a lot of random shit. This is gonna be a mess to clean up. I think I finally understand chess monsters in a more intimate way. So I think one consideration was the idea that the balcony was a, for lack of a better word, residential balcony, since this is technically a bed and breakfast that is 3 stories tall. And so either the whole balcony or part of the balcony was only for the person who lives in the suite adjoining the balcony, or suites. It could be multiple bedrooms. Haven't figured that one out. Because I can easily chuck up a wall between each balcony. That's not hard. Because you'd want to, right? You wouldn't want it to just be like, this is the only thing dividing my balcony from yours. Because then you'll just like jump over it and then break in through the balcony door or something. And no one really wants that. Nobody really wants to have someone crawl over your balcony in the middle of the night. It could also just be one person's thing, but I don't feel like this is the given the length of the building that the room would probably be, which is either all or most of this sort of chunk here, I don't think this would be considered prime placement, just because you're directly above the breakfast in question. And depending on the time of day, it would probably be very noisy down there. And that would be a pain in the ass. So I feel like if you're gonna have any big suites, they will be this section up here, but they don't have a balcony. So you get smaller rooms here with the trade-off of, you know, you get a balcony. Congratulations. You get to drunkenly do dumb shit over the side of the balcony. That is what you get for your money. That was the E key, not the W key. What are you doing? You keep doing that. And then I know my friend said don't stick to the supports, but that has never stopped me before. What will stop me is width. Because I ended up having to move this because it was previously not centered, technically. It's kind of complicated. And so now it is, or it was centered to the entire length, I believe. And now it is centered to the interior 4 sections. You can see like the 4 walls. The 1, 2, 3, 4. It's centered to that now. Because that allows for actual walkway access if I choose to have the walls go at like this level here. Because then there's like 3 blocks of walking space between the glass of the bee cage. There's the bee. Bee. I might get a second bee for the beehive in there. And like the 3 blocks space between the bees and the access. Because it means that, like, you know, you swing your door open, even if the doors are only 1 block, and they're like, they flip internally. In terms of like real life considerations, you would want some space between door and walk space. So 2 to 3 blocks at least was required between this section. I think I had to move this like 3 blocks, so there was no space at all between those 2. Because this isn't a bad distance between. Obviously there would be a door, probably here. And I figured the walls are either extremely plain or follow the exact same design system as the exterior walls. I'll probably not go for that just because, ew, that's a bit too much bullshit and it'd probably break some of the stairs. You can chuck them there. Unless you also have side rooms that are very tiny here. But of course, if this is a 3 set, so there's like 3 bedrooms here. I'm just chucking the walls. I have plenty of wood and I have mending axes, so this is not an issue. You know, you can at maximum chuck the door here. And that doesn't give you a whole lot of space, especially if you want the consistent width of 3 blocks and then a wall. Because then you chuck them here. And this is not a bedroom. This is a holding cell. This is the cheap seats if I've ever seen it. This is the equivalent of the goddamn nosebleeds, you know? I should not use sports terms. It could work. It can also be uneven. It could possibly be that there's more room at the front than there is at the sides, so this could come out to a 2, but then that leaves the door too cramped. So I feel like there has to be... It would have to do this. Unless the wall... Unless there's only 2 rooms on this side. In which case, then the door can go way further over on either side to allow for greater space on these sides if you change it from a 3 to a 2. And then, you know, then it's like, well, what happens to this middle wall here? How do you make that look cool now that you can't put a window in it because there's a wall in the middle? I do kind of like the idea, though, so I am going to chuck the wall in and break this wall down. Make it a twofer. Just because it sort of throws off the... It's a different type of symmetry, and I think that makes it a little more interesting. Because I know that's, like, sometimes an issue with my builds is they basically just, you know, everything follows the grid and it gets a bit grid-like. A little bit. Just a teensy weensy little bit. Oh, I'm missing a torch there. Like, because walls, it's 3-dimensional. I'm just gonna block them off. I'm not gonna put doors in. Not at the moment. And then here up to the support. So here. And then I need a torch like over here. I could probably put in one more. But I think the idea was that like this area here is very communal in some capacity, right? So like there would be like a table here and some chairs and like some carpets and shit. Some little tables to chill out. And then it sort of stops, and this is where some of the residential, like, overnight staying happens. On this floor, anyway. Top floor, it's mostly residential. So they would have more buildings going across. These could be longer, especially if you want them to be, like, a similar size. It can go further along, possibly even to the middle of the window. Which means this window won't work, but this window still does. And so you get some unevenness, which might also add interest. I'd still want it to be symmetrical though, because I'm a bit of a hoe for that. I like when the thing is symmetrical. I'm not as good with asymmetry as my friend is. The closest I got to asymmetry was doing the base of the lighthouse in the previous world. And there are the mobs. Now now spawning in bigger chunks because I've lit up more of the space. You can't really see all of it, but like, well, there you go. You can kind of see it. Now there's just like, the red is all the darkness. There's this big patch of green where mobs do not spawn anymore. The red is obviously the roof. Oop, the Z's in the way. I never use these alternate toolbars, and I feel like I should actually attempt to use them, but I'm not clever, so I don't. I feel like this works pretty well though, because it leaves a decent amount of space for people to walk past, the hypothetical people who do not walk past, and then still has room for doors. You can pull a door like, oh, it's uneven. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I mean, it's not uneven. It's even, which means I would have to have a 2-wide door, but I'm not going to do that. Check a door, like, you check a door in line with the pillar. Why not, honestly? And you could possibly check a 1-wide window up there, but I probably wouldn't. But you could, is the thing, so it's an option. And then you'd probably, I don't know, check the door, like, well, you don't want it to be right next to it, do you? So you probably check it, like, here. Probably, right? Yeah. So you leave one block between it and the corner. And then you check the bed like there. So that's like space. Enough for all the amenities required. And then there's obviously a door. Well, the door could actually be over here. You could chuck the door to the outside over here and leave this as a window. Which might be interesting. As opposed to having no windows on this side here. But then again, what are you going to see? You're going to see a balcony. Well, no, because you can see everything else. You can see off into the distance and like the, that's the ender pearl storage off in the void. You can't really see it. But there's a slight glow over there. There's just a ton of ender pearls in there. Because I built a very efficient ender pearl farm. And we needed to relocate it because of mod reasons. And by relocate, I mean destroy it because we're resetting the end at some point. Which is why it's a good thing that I didn't end up actually building a base in the end, because that would have been unwise and an unfortunate use of my time. But luckily, we're resetting at some point. Not the server, just the end. And I think the nether as well, because something was... The biomes were kind of... Something was up, so we needed to fix those. So part of the reset is... the update is fixing those. Okay, so those are the rooms. I'd probably obviously put oak, or I guess I use jacarandas. Use jacaranda pillars to bring it up into the roof, because that's just who I am. I need to go back to jacaranda on that corner, it's fine. And then this is the communal area. There's nothing here, it's just windows, so you can look out over the delivery employees at the dock. There will be a dock here. Not a big dock, just a dock. Which means that actually has to arch. Oh, that's going to be unfortunate. That is not going to go well. Look forward to the 3-hour stream spent making a bridge. I look forward to it. It'll happen at some point. And then now we're up here, and I figure this is either going to be 1 or 2 for this side. Give them 3 big old windows, which will do some weird shit. That, or you do not put something on this center section. And you build some really weirdly shaped... No, because it'd be smaller. It seems like a dumb idea. Stop using the word dumb. A poor choice, perhaps, would be how I might describe that. It seems weird not to have front, like, to get to see this from a cool angle. I feel like having the toppermost building rooms be smaller doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'm unclear on that one. Because I feel like usually the higher it goes, the bigger it gets. Because it's, like, more expensive, because you get a better view. It's the trade-off between, oh, I can just walk down and get breakfast, and it's not taking long, or I have to take 6 flights of stairs. Which you do just be like that. This is only 3 stories, I guess, technically. So it's not that bad. I have never figured out how to count floors. I still don't totally know. I got lost trying to vote once, so I'm not an expert on this. I feel like 1 long is a weirdly long room. You don't really get a whole lot out of it. You can get like a 3 wide bed though. So that's pretty neat. I guess it's like a couple's room. Or a group room. That seems pretty neat. So we'll chuck a 1er along here, and they can have a really big room. And so that window will have to be really weird. But that'll be fun. I will have fun figuring out how the window on this wall works. Maybe it's like, it starts 1 block higher. Well, no, it has to start at eye height, so we'll see. And then these can be just a bit more normal, where just like the top cuts off. And then it can't just be the 1, because now there's only 5 bedrooms. Which is like at maximum, like I think 11 beds, because this one has 3 beds in it, but like as a group. So it's like a king size bed, which means it's basically just 2 beds in terms of people. So you get like 10 people staying in this bed and breakfast. I feel like there should be more what am I trying to think of? Is it hospitality? I don't know. There should be more bed spaces. More beds. You can still check ones on the side. These might just be longer though. Oop, I'm out of bread. I'm out of wood. Out of wood. Could possibly go for this, but longer. A very like long, narrow bedroom. Because the previous one stops at this block here. It stops at the support. So this either goes to the half support or to the next support. Think of the visuals here and where the actual door is. So I'm assuming the door is on the B side. Aroundeth the bees. And this one can actually come the whole way though, because there's no stairs up from here. So this could actually have a full wall length, which means this window doesn't exist either. And you can actually do that on this side too, can't you? I probably shouldn't have used wood for the planning. I don't know, this kind of works. So you come up and it's a lot more narrow because there's... Well, those are really weird rooms though. So I feel like those should be split in half as well. But where's the halfway line now? It's still, I think it's like here. So there's still smaller spaces. And I think it's still bigger than downstairs though. So downstairs rooms are smaller, except for the balcony spaces, which are bigger. But you have the added benefit of having a balcony. Unless I split them back into 3. but then I can't have these be wide. So I don't know. I feel like this kind of works. You do have to share a wall with the rabble though. But that's normal. And then check a door. Probably here. Check a door here. Check a door maybe like here. Well, yeah, sure. And then check a door. Maybe just at the supports, yeah. Just check them with the supports. Just walk into your room directly into a pillar. It's normal. That's completely normal. Yes, exactly. The rabble in the smaller bedroom, as opposed to you in your 3-bed bedroom, which is very long and probably has a table and a kitchen. This thing probably has a kitchen in it, which is just wild. Because you're in a bed and breakfast, so what do you need a bedroom, like a kitchen for? There's a kitchen downstairs. They cook for you. But, this kind of works. I think. Because I don't have the walls up. I'm gonna have to go get the jacaranda. Do I have any more of that? Oh, no. I think I remembered why I stopped making progress. I think it was that I was out of jacarandas. Uh-oh. Oopsie doopsies. No, I'm not. Okay, good. Not yet. Time allows for many, many unfortunate events, so we'll have to see. We'll see what happens with that one. He's made my sandwich in prayer unless I forget the secret recipe. Ah, yes, the secret recipe to the sandwich that I'm making in a establishment which creates sandwiches to sell for people. They sell sandwiches. Why have I come to my enemy's domain to create my sandwich in their on their facilities? Incredible. Okay, so you check them up, and then the walls are just gonna be full thick walls. Now I do have an option to use vertical slabs, which is one of the mod blocks we have, to change this. But there is still the issue with these corners, so maybe I just shouldn't do that. And they should just be full blocks. You gotta assert your sandwich dominance somehow. Yeah, I can't argue with that logic. That is flawless logic. I cannot argue with that. Oop, there's glass in there. Wow, I have glass in my hands? That's probably not smart. Okay. That's a wall right there. Okay, let's finish. Oop. I didn't mean to cut that one off immediately. Dude. Oh, apparently that's actually lit already. Whoosh. Oh, I need a wall here. Which obviously doesn't really matter that much. That will change with the support goes if I change my mind on how big these rooms are. Oh, I do need a light here. God damn it. I wish, because we're using a version of the minimap mod that doesn't, it only shows from like a bird's eye view, which in terms of figuring out whether my place is lit properly is not very helpful, because most of the time there are roofs, and so all you can see currently is the roof and the hole for the bees. That's it. That's all you can see. So I have no idea if this place is going to start spawning creepers. That's fun. This works. I think this works. Obviously there's no doors in yet, because I want to know where the doors go before I put them in, because otherwise I have to break them, and we have an issue with the mod where the doors do not drop as items. Which is why we're updating to 1.16.4 at some point. And by at some point, I mean in the next, like, month or so. And so, whenever that happens, I think I have to stream a different game. For the week off. Or the week or two off, because we're having to do, like, not like full maintenance, but we are doing a maintenance on it that week when we take it down to update it. Because there's a bunch of, like, little things that go into making it work. So that'll be a fun week. Luckily, I have many games that I own, and which can be played for the enjoyment of myself and others if need be. I'm flexible on this. Obviously, we'll announce that closer to the date, depending on, like, what happens. Because we're waiting for a mod to update before we do anything. Because I think we were almost going to wait for it to update before we even started, but we were all just kind of bored, so we're like, we have to go. We have to begin, and so we started, and now we're just like, oh, pissed. Plus, we didn't know that it had some bugs in it at the time. Oh, that needs to break. No, not that one. God damn it. Okay. So eventually, but I'll talk about that whenever that happens. Because I am assuming that I will have time to prepare emotionally for the lack of Minecraft Sundays. For that week or two that I'm forbidden because the server won't be up. But we will see what happens, essentially. I only kind of know what's happening, because I'm not the technical master here. I'm just playing on the server. I don't pay for it. I don't know what's happening. As long as the spider mod is not included, we're all good. Which, speaking that into existence, is basically like making a monkey's paw wish. That's how bad things happen. As if I mentioned the spider mod. Oh god. The spider mod is terrifying. God, that's a big wall. I'm gonna have to do something with these walls, but those walls are big enough that I could possibly do some embellishments on them. But only on the outside, I think. Not on the inside. We'll see. We will see. If I could get 2 stacks of this bad boy, please. Thanks. Oh. I'm making this art for myself. There we go. Okay. Break. Place. God. Oh well. It's not much, but it's honest work, I guess. Things get done. That's what matters. Oof. There we go. That's a wall right there, buddy. Damn. That's probably not lit. Guess what? That's... Oh, uh-oh. Oh, but how are you not lit? Okay. God damn it. It's impossible to tell with this shit. Okay, oopsie daisies. That's why we have 2 stacks. You. Woo! Okay. I don't know about the stairs leading into the rest of it, but that's a different issue. That can be addressed. This one obviously needs to be taken out. Then obviously that's an exterior wall that I don't want to build because that requires stairs, and I'm not doing that at this time. Woo! Okay. Oop, I need another stack set of oak. I think that's the final block, so let's go there. Whoosh. Okay. So then I'm gonna come up here. Doesn't look too bad. I'm still trying to figure out kind of how this area works. I can kind of see the tip up there. Because I basically just finished the roof and then cut a hole through it. I might possibly tweak that so that maybe it has a more natural slope out of the bee hole. Which is apparently what that is. That is the bee hole. But I think this works for the most part. I do have access to... I mean, I can obviously put some paintings on the wall. That would definitely help a little bit. and stuff like lights and lanterns and stuff. Can hang shit from the ceiling, have windows here to look out over the lake and all that. These guys got at least one like window apiece that they can look out of. Because they've got that window, they've got this window. This is going to be filled in with stairs and solid oak blocks. They can look out towards the humongous barn that exists. Like, I can decorate the walls a bit. And like I said, we do have access to vertical slabs, which is the same as the half slab, but they go up. And so there is like a degree to which I can do some funky shit with the walls if I need to. I'd probably rather not though. I like to do like as few verticals as I can. Not because the verticals are bad, but because like I haven't used them anywhere else, and it would feel a bit weird. And because I can't use them downstairs, not enough space, really. These walls ain't big enough. And the inset would look weird. So I guess I could put one like there. You can't put any on these ones, there's not enough space for that. Because you can't put them at the doors, because doors... No, doors work with vertical slabs. I'm thinking of walls. I don't know. There's opportunities for vertical shenanigans here if I need to. We have the potential. Might be a thing where, like, around each of the support pillars it goes in one and then it comes out, similar to how the exteriors are stair, then full block, then stair. I don't know. I'd have to test that out. I don't have any vertical slabs, if memory serves. And I have 2 phantom heads in my inventory. I don't remember that. Yeah, this area works. This area does too. You do kind of walk immediately into a wall, which is a bit of a problem, but that can be managed with a couple of, like, a nice painting or something. And then obviously this would have a railing, like, here. To stop you from just, like... Oh. I didn't think that would actually do damage. That's why it needs a railing. Which means this section is a bit awkward, but I might put, like, a pot plant there. So yeah, and then I can just walk around to the edge and look out over my domain. Or the part of my domain that is not dealt with yet. And over the dark garden roof. Which I think is fun. I think the walls work though, at least like their positioning works. And the interiors are not going to be hard. I'm not awful in interiors because I did a decent job in the previous server when we were on creative. It's just a matter of actually building all of the bits myself. That is the issue. Otherwise, the interiors are fine. And it's bedrooms, which is like the easier interior to do, which is a bunch of like beds and crafting tables and pot plants. I don't have a whole lot of clay, but I do have a lot of clay deposits, so that's fine. And I guess next step is the exterior walls. Just since otherwise now things look kind of weird because there's only partial walls. I feel like getting the exterior walls done might be a good idea. Which requires stairs. Wherefore art the stairs? Do I have any? I do not think so. I'm grabbing another stack of logs though, cause I'm gonna need them. Gonna need them. Do. Okay. We're good. I'm gonna take you with me upstairs. Upstairs. Come with me upstairs. I think we're all lit for the minute. Oh, well, this looks sketchy. We're positive that's lit? Really? I don't trust that. Worth anything, buddy. Wait, this area is actually done, isn't it? Well, shit. Aside from this one. Just because I haven't figured out where the door will go. The door into the balcony, and whether it'll be 1 wide, 2 wide, red wide, blue wide, or something. I don't know. So I can't really do the walls on this floor, especially because this one's glass. I'm gonna have to make more glass. And probably some pillars too. A couple of little support pillars. I'll figure that out. This is most because I'm gonna keep using the glass as a barrier like I did down there because it looks neat. I need more paint in general, so I guess I need to go up to the third floor and figure out the walls there. I actually put a window on this one, on this one here, because the rest of them had stairs in the way, so I couldn't do that. Boom. Oh, well, I made all of them into stairs. Here. This is very intense music for I'm building in Minecraft. Oh, okay, so this was where we were having... Okay, well, we're gonna leave that one for a second. So this one's gonna be a normal window. Here. It's a completely normal window with the correct... with the same proportions and everything in terms of height. Wait, hold on a minute. Wait a minute! Hold on a minute! This isn't the same! Wait a second! Hold the phone. It's bigger. Ah! It is bigger. The red on the map is areas that aren't lit up, which is something I actually don't need at the moment. I'm gonna turn off the light overlay. But yeah, like the red is just areas that weren't lit, so like mobs could spawn there. Hypothetically. We're just gonna remove that though. So now you can see the map the normal way where everything is dark. And there's like the spots of brightness where things have happened. Like this area, where the forest is on fire, frozen forever in time, because I will not go there. There's somewhere like in this area where there's a broken tree that can be located because I didn't finish the job. But I actually don't know where that is. Is it down... Where is that? Where is my broken tree? Oh no, I do not see it. You think you've heard this music and not played for a bit? I mean, quite possibly. Who knows? Who knows? Where's the... Oh, there it is. There's a tree over here that I broke at some point, and I didn't finish the job, so there's just that broken tree forever. You can see the light where my friend did stuff a couple times. There's this area, which is our failed drowned spawner. I lit up an island for no reason. A friend was going to set up a base and then didn't. That's Maggie's base. A cave we were in. Her former house. Someplace. I don't know what's over here. I think I did this. I'm going to assume I did this. What else is on the map? Oh, yeah, there's Day's place. And there's Day's place part 2. Day has a lot of place. There are many buildings. Because this is the castle and that's just like the old castle fort thing. Which is pretty neat. And then everybody else is up in Whoop Whoop. Like Cass is over here and there's another person who's up in genuine Whoop Whoop. I have not seen their face yet, actually. I need to convince someone to take me so that I can go see it. Because I have not seen it yet. This is 5 tall. Why is it 5 tall? Why did it do that? There's no other spot that... Okay, I guess that's what you pay for. You get a higher ceiling. In general. There's a lot of high ceilings in this bit. God damn it. Well, put this in. Because that's not a window, that's just a wall. And so now this isn't lit. Good. I guess. I guess you can have a big three tall window up here. Sure, you can have it. I have no idea what's happening over here, just because, what? Because there will be slopes. So a little unclear on what's happening in this general vicinity. I'm assuming that I'm just gonna do, like, just cut it off. Because then that way it keeps square. Oh, that needs to be curved. Curved interior. And then probably just a full wall at that point. Because I don't think I would, because it'd be very, because it's like always a block in the middle, right? And that's a really weird window. I'll leave it for the minute, but I probably won't keep it. This area, I can do the bottom chunk of it. Doof, doof, oh. Ah, I'm lagging. Help. Help the lag. My poor lag. This area is gonna be weird. It's gonna be a weird window. We'll see what happens. Okay. Ow, eyeballs. Eyeballs, eyeballs, eyeballs. Ow. Because it is a very big window. It could work though. Like that's not a deal breaker per se. It can be managed. This is the same as the other side, which means it's like this. Edith, more stairs! I require more stairs. Give me all the stairs. I need all of them. I'll need more than that, probably. And this becomes full block again. Again. Probably. Who knows? Chuck it in like that. I feel like the only reason I think that'll look bad is because from the outside it'll look really weird. Because it'll just be some random, very skinny windows that have never been used anywhere else. And they could be. I just kind of doubt it. Then got the big 3 tall up there. Nice chunky window. And then I did the wall, and that wall was just filled in completely. That's the equivalent of a flat wall in this design setup. Because obviously it's not flat, but it is flat. I'm not body shaming the windows, it's a chunky window. That's just a fact. It has nothing to be ashamed of. It should be proud. The thicker windows. These are good things. These are good qualities to have. There's good quality in a window. It's just compared to the other windows. Nothing wrong with a window by itself, it's just a matter of the window in context. Oh no. Oh, I can't even make 20. I was gonna make 20, so then it would be even. Well, I mean, shit. I have the power. There we go. Okay, so we can build in your window. Do it, do it, do it. Side windows, very easy. These are the easy windows. It's the front windows that'll be a real pain in the butt. Just because there's like multiple of them. I'm a little bit, I don't totally know what I'm doing there. Okay, so you're done. Okay, so now it's just the front. Which already has some stairs in. I didn't realize I'd done that. Forgot about doing that. Very efficient. Oh, and there's the sides too. God damn it. And they'll be just normal windows too. This is presumably like this? Presumably? And then I'm missing 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 20. That's 30. Okay, that's an amount that's makeable. Make a 32. Just make it 32. It's fine. I genuinely, for a second, thought that was somebody flying outside my window. The way the trees came in there, thought somebody was out there. That was a little spooky. Trying to rewrite the plot from my idea from my Kyanite story. Ah, yeah, the Kyanite story. From the anthology. Yes. Oh, God. I don't think I've actually even read the stories that were put into the kind. I should actually do that. I should actually attempt to read the stories, because I'm sure they were all awesome. Because I'm pretty sure I did not submit for that challenge at all. Like, I just went, no. So I don't even remember what was happening. I've completely forgotten. Oh, this is a very tall window. Wow. Yeah, tall windows. And second drafts. Always fun, the second draft. I look forward to doing that eventually with the NaNoWriMo story. Which I've given up on, because holy shit. I stopped in a very bad spot for momentum. So that's just kind of dead in the water now. I'm like, damn it. 60k word is not bad though. Yes, I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm sure if I tried hard enough, or I just get the ebook, which I'm pretty sure it's like not that bad, like as in expensive wise. So I could probably do that. No, that would be fun. I think that's all the windows actually. Where's my doodads? You have 2 copies in case one randomly explodes. Nice. Okay. Okay. We have windows. That one looks a little bit weird. Ooh, that looks weird. No, that looks really weird. No one wide windows. They look real weird from the outside. I did think they would. Real wacky. And down here, all the windows exist because they're all on the grid. So all the windows are fine down here. And I guess it is kind of weird that it's weird that this one is out and it's the only one that's out on the side. So either this one also needs to be closed, and or this one needs to be closed. And since this isn't a room window, it's not an issue. So I think I might do this because I think that'll make it look better already. Because now it looks like it's like a planned thing. Especially because the sides already look weird because of how the roof intersects with them. Because I had to start them at the block at the same level as the stairs because of reasons that it was too low. As the roof was too small. That was mostly because of the other side, the garden side, which is longer. So the roof had to start higher so that it didn't, you know, get too low. I think that looks better. And then there is that option to make these two up. And since... Well, no, because I feel like if you've got a balcony, you might not actually have a window out to the balcony side. Especially, like, over the balcony, you know? Like, having a balcony, that's your window now. Like, that's just the window, but that's what you're dealing with. And you might have a window to a different angle, but you don't have a window on the same edge of the balcony. Not in the way that it overlooks the balcony itself. Because that seems weird to me. That doesn't seem like how buildings function with their windows. Not in the way that we've set them up here. Not the balcony bar. I don't even know what that is. Because, like, as far as I can tell, it's just the door into the balcony. And sometimes there'll be, like, a door length window. But that's not how the windows on this setting work, because there's always, like, the rim to it. And once you include that significant rim, having a window that overlooks the balcony that isn't the same dimensions as your door looks weird. And because the door is a 2x1, having windows is weird. I think. In this way. I don't think that's how windows usually work. So I don't think there's a window here. I had Chrome open on that monitor so that I could check what a balcony looked like. So I feel like this is actually not a window, but this is. So that means that for consistency's sake, this side should stay open. The front might, like the side, like the front windows on the side For like the front side. Ow! Fuck. Ow. I hit the lamp. Hit the lamp. Didn't even hear it, but I hit the lamp. That's just hot. God damn it. So I have 2 lamps to light up a single space because the lighting in here is not good. So I have 2 lamps attached to my desk. You're going to have to trust me that they're there because I'm not spinning the camera around because then you'll see the situation of the table bed. The bed table. We don't want to. No one wants to see the bed table. Let's be completely honest with ourselves. I don't even want to see the bed table, and it's my bed table. So I don't want to see that. But there are 2 lamps, which I actually might rectify at some point because they're really unwieldy to have, and they limit where I can actually use the space for. Because, like, I have to put the water bottle, like, right next to the laptop, which is already a bit scary, because, oh, shit, what if I drop it and break my laptop? This shit cost $1,000, and it wasn't my own money. But, like, I can't put it further over, because then I can't reach it, because there's a lamp pole in the way. Because they're, like, those bendable, adjustable lamps that you, like, you bend them down so you can read at night, but I'm using them as bounce lighting. Which is, it required, because if I turn this off, this shit's, I am invisible now. I am the darkness. I have great contrast with the back, though. You can see you can really see the pattern of the light fixture. And how it gets those all, like, geometric squares in it. Those are triangles. Can I speak shapes? Actually, no, some of those are quadrilaterals. They're not squares, though. They're definitely not square. But they are quadrilateral. Ow, my apples. I thought I'd figured out not to look at light bulbs. I have not. I haven't figured that out yet. Okay, so we're going to do the same on this side because it will have the same problem with it just looks weird. So I'm going to block that off. And that should work, I think. And then these are going to be full walls, just because it doesn't make sense to have a window. Or this is the door. Either this is a door wall, or not. I haven't figured that one out. I have not figured out which chunk. Oh, there's a spider jockey. Hey, buddy. Hey, spider jockey. Hi. Right off into the moonlight, you beautiful bastard. Is there any moon? There is a moon. Yeah, right off into the moonlight, you beautiful bastard. Godspeed. Haven't figured out which of these walls will have a door. Probably these ones. Probably the big one. Which means this is just a full wall. Which means having these 2 closed off won't look super as weird as it could. Which is good. I like when it doesn't look super goddamn weird. I appreciate the option. Because I'm still trying to figure out how the roof attaches to this bit of wall. Because I think that'll be a creative thing I have to figure out. Like, in creative, figure something out. Which is totally doable. Like, that's... I can math that out. There's so many skeletons over there. God. So, I need more stairs. Oh, don't throw that away. I need that. I'm out of oak? My god. Ow. 2 chunks of that bad boy. Is this lit? Are you sure? Are you positive? Sure, buddy. Doesn't feel lit, but I'm not in charge. So, whomst knows, even. Noteth me. Ute. Ute? Sure. Okay. I'm probably gonna need another set of that, just because it'll go 20. I'm on the wrong floor. I'm on the wrong floor. This doesn't feel remotely light enough. Wow. No, you put one up there. Lighting this place is gonna be a headache and a half. I can already feel it. That could also just be a headache. Oh, I'm gonna need more of these. I can already tell I'm gonna need more stairs. Yike. Rip. Okay, chuck a wall in there. That's a wall. That's a wall. And then we're gonna have a door. Now, how did I do the doors down here? Oh, I gave them supports. Oh, okay. 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 Sure. These are doable things. These are things that can be done. I think. Having gotten up here, I have immediately forgotten what I looked at. So I'm thinking about the up here bit. Okay, so it's sideways and then along and then it goes as long as it needs to do. So maybe the whole length. But at the 2 upper. And then you check a door in it, and then you check either supports or just some full blocks around it. So, yike. Yo. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, that's gonna look weird with the wall. We'll figure something out. And then you check a door in like a lair. And so I guess either... Oop, that's not Ak. That's not the Akaranda. Eyeballs. I can definitely see colors. I don't think you'd want to put supports there, though. I don't think you'd want to do that. So I think it's either full blocks, or it's going to involve the stair on the bottom, but in the same kind of fashion as up here. And you get the door up there. One of the many, many doors that shall be required to be built at a later date. Yeah, boy, that's 21. 21 with stairs. 21 stairs will do her. Okay. Check these two. Oh no, because the issue is it's only 2 wide, so it won't actually do the thing I want it to do. But I think it should still go if I put it the recessed door. So it starts on the inside corner, because then it won't get me with the stairs. I think. Perhaps. Unclear. Instructions unclear. Chaos has ensued. Ceiling fans may have been involved. Wonders? Who knows? There are many things that can go wrong. I think that works though. Like a door in there. Then... Oh, they do look really weird though. They're like kind of cool though. I think they look neat. Possibly even, well, no, because you can't put glass frames there because they'll get really weird with doors. Glass frames, window panes do not like doors. They get really weird about doors. I can attest this. So do walls. They get really weird about doors. They don't like doors in their space, and I respect that, but it does make building a pain in the ass. And then there's gaps everywhere for no reason. Quiet coffee and food. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Coffee and food. Hell yeah. Woo. Oop, and they burn. They burn in the sunlight. There they go. Every time you hear the word door, you think of Mordor. More doors! More doors! All the doors. I'm gonna need so many doors. My god. I'm gonna need like 6 entire doors. That's just so many doors. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to remember that's a word now. It's gonna pop. Just stop doing that. Okay. Oopsies. Well. And then there's no roof out here that I can jump onto to examine. Well, there is, but I made the jump. Okay. Yeah, it's not too bad, actually. Yeah, it looks alright. That front section. Of course, it will depend on how the short roof goes. But we're gonna see what happens with that one. Because that's just kind of a mess. Oh god, there's raiders! On a Sunday? Ah! Raiders on a Sunday! Ah! Wait, is no one streaming on Sundays? I thought someone else streamed at this. Oh god. Stay true, Raiders! Welcome! Welcome, James. Welcome, Happy Dinosaur Bob. Welcome, Dazzly Cat. Welcome, Siobhan. You have entered into the gaming stream, which isn't the world building stream. So now I'm all flustered. Now I don't know what to do. I've been building walls the whole time. Now I feel like I have to actually do something. Now I have to do something like exciting, on par with world building. Right, not until an hour from now. Right, that makes sense. I thought someone filled the slot, but I suppose not, because usually no one raids me on a Sunday. So I just assumed that there was somebody else that was alive at this time. Because that's why I'm not even on the schedule, because I didn't want to confuse anybody for that. Well, here we are. You're here now. There's no turning back. The raid has been done. Yeah, I guess I am world building, kind of. And you go to sleep before work. Ah, completely fair. That is totally fair, Siobhan. Sleep is good. And yeah, I guess it is world building, but only kind of. One block at a time. You usually cover the gap, but you saw me go live. Okay, totally fair. This isn't a problem. I wasn't prepared, but that's fine. This can be managed. There is always room for stuff. Does everyone like how weird these walls look? These are some weird looking walls, huh? You know, some funky walls. They would look better if they had the doors in them so you can't see through into the, and if they had the glass panes in too. But I haven't done the glass panes yet, because I don't think I have any spare at the moment. Oop, not in there. I stored a bunch of shit in one of these, and I don't remember which one. Oh, I put them in there. Okay. I have a bunch of leaves that I need to use at some point. Haven't figured that out yet. I will, Siobhan. Have a good rest. Have, I guess, fun at work tomorrow, or, you know, just surviving at work tomorrow. That's also how it be. Oh, I need the crafting table. Oh, no. The crafting. Crafting? Never said crafting. Crafting table. Upstairs. Upstairs. Will it let me make my... Yes, it will. Yes. Okay. Holy shit, that's a lot of glass panes. Oh boy. I wasn't prepared for that. 4, 5. There we go. Okay. Oop, shit. Staircase there. The staircase has been there the whole time, but that's fine. Oop. Okay, so that window has glass panes. Somehow it's an odd number of glass panes, but I'm not going to question that one. I can do the math, but I don't want to. I'm not counting. Okay. God, glass panes are terrifying a little bit. There we go. Okay. So that'll look better immediately, because it's actually a window. And I was gonna keep these windows, so these are good. I think all the windows I've prepped... Oh god, what the hell's happening here? Holy shit. Why isn't this area lit up? What was I doing in there? I think all the windows are good now. I'm not entirely I'm pretty sure we're good. I think all the windows are permanently placed, and then this is... I'll figure it out. This window exists. I forgot about it for a minute. I'm not gonna have enough glass. God damn it. Why do I always need so much glass? At least iron I have. Damn it. And then I'm not gonna have enough for the other window. Which is very frustrating, actually. Wait, did I not have enough iron? Oh, wow. Far out. I was pretty sure I had a lot of iron, but apparently I didn't bring most of it. That's clever. Very smart. Back down to the first floor. Jesus. And yes, I should just be bringing the shulker box with me, but apparently I decided not to do that. For some reason. Unclear. Unclear decision making. I think it was an inventory management issue. Ah. So how has everybody else been doing today? Has everyone been, like, I don't know, world building or other assorted fun activities? Many things. Many things can be done on a given day. But since we've mostly come from world building streams, I'm assuming it's been, like, writing or world building. Generally speaking. I don't have enough... what window do I have enough for? That's 6. It's 6. Okay, we've got 2 windows. And I'm gonna make them a glass. I think I have sand for that. I do not know. Whoosh. Zoom. Hello, puppy. I named this dog and I don't remember what I named it. That's unfortunate. Do I have glass in here? I do! Oh, and I have some frames. Yes, you fool. And I have some sand. Some sand? Sand? Sand is sand, sand. Very, very sand. Woke up a bit ago after conking out at an unknown time. That is a mood. I completely understand that one. That is just a situation that makes sense. Now you're awake and now things can happen if you want them to. Which, who does? Who wants things to happen? Not me. Yay. That's why Sundays nothing happens. Ooh, I have some extra glass. Oh yeah, I did make a bunch of glass and then I forgot most of it. Do I not have inventory for glass? Seriously? God damn it, are you serious? This is why I didn't pick up the thing before. This is why I didn't have it in my inventory. Oh god. Let's pick the one that doesn't have any coal in it. I only need like 4 of it. Whoosh. Okay. Whoosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's already has one. You fool. Half. 1, 2, 3. Half glass. And 1, 2, 3. Half glass. Boom. Okay, and now I'm making more glass. Cooking up a stone. Making more frames. Excellent. That's what I'm talking about. This shit hemorrhages iron like nothing else. This is a... I'm basically never gonna use framed glass again after this. Because I do not have the iron for this shit. This has been a poor decision of building material, though it looks very cool. Shouldn't have done it. Membranes and heads in there. I have 7 phantom heads. I have 7 endermite heads. When the hell did I get so many endermite heads? Jesus. You acquire shit. Just out of the nowheres. It just appears. Oh, this looks weird from a distance. This looks weird. It'll look better when those windows are in it than the bottom, I reckon. But that top one looks weird because you can see all the way through it. Well, that's funky, though. And that's the staircase. That's why that looks weird there. That'll be cool. The roof looks busted. I'm gonna have to figure out something with the B stack. The B stack does not look good there. Or the hole doesn't look good. It needs some work. It might need like a tower, but made out of glass or something. Because I think at some point I considered taking because the bee is basically just a beehive, 1 block around it, and then the square of glass all the way up. Taking the corners of the glass square and making them the jacaranda supports, and then I could put I could tower it out a bit more and it would look more substantial. Not sure. Every time I see that tree spawning on the edge of the fog. I think it's a person. It's like that bird meme. The risk I took is calculated. But man, am I bad at math? I am bad at math. That's just me. That's me on a given day. Math is... oh boy. I used to be good at math. My name was in the paper for being good at math. And not just like the local paper. My name is in like the paper. Because I was good at math in year 12. But boy, that didn't carry. That did not keep up. Once upon a time, I was not awful at math. Now is not then. So now all the risks I take, I'm bad at math. And there's still that roof, which requires math. I'm just like, oh god. Haven't figured that out yet. I had to memorize equations. Ugh. When you get into, like, calculus, that was the shit that did me in. Calculus was when I stopped being good at math. Because, like, in the one class, we did no calculus, right? Because I was doing 2 math classes in my final year of high school. And in the easy math class, there was no calculus. And I was, like, balling. So just doing, like, basic, like, geometry and shit. I'm like, this is great. In the other class, we were doing calculus. No. Calculus is what we call the oh no, oh god, oh shit. That is when everyone stopped being good at math. There's obviously like the one kid who's like a genius doing like specialist math on the side. He knows what he's doing. The rest of us are just like, what? The fuck is this? Though I did have the fun experience of in year 7, like, you know, you do primary school, right? Prep to grade 6. I'm at my shitty government school, which is very bad. I did not go to a good primary school. I come to high school, it's year 7, it's like the second week of year 7, and we're in math. And then he's just like, I'm gonna teach you algebra. I'm assuming all of you know this. And I'm like, excuse me? Because somehow, in my primary school, I did not get taught algebra. And I think it's because all of my fellow students were not good at math. So he just decided not to bother. He tried. Bless his heart, my grade 6 teacher tried to teach us algebra, but none of us understood what was going on. Even the really smart kid, which is a little bit confused. Just because, like, we couldn't get taught it properly. I think we were all a little bit befuddled. I had to read a kid's book to figure it out. Like, I read, like, a Horrible Histories from Math book, and that taught me how to do algebra. And I was like, oh my god. Finally, I understand. So that was a good year, that one. Extracurricularly learning algebra. Was a year ahead starting in middle school to an AP Calc in senior year. Up to halfway in favor of an advanced digital photo course for the last half. That is completely fair to me. Calculus is the devil's math. That shit killed a lot of kids in that class. We were having an awful time. It didn't help that for basically the entirety of year 12 I was in an anxious stupor. So, oh boy, calculus was not good for my mental health. That shit did not go well. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep in calculus class at some point because I was like, I've checked out. I'm sorry. I have no idea what's going on, miss. And she's like, that's fine. Just, you know, study for your test. And I'm like, I will. I got it. I was completely out of it by that point. But I was stuck there because I couldn't drop the class and there was no class that would let me in for second half. Because, you know, it's the final year and we're doing, like, final exams. They're like, we're not going to let you in. I'm like, damn it. So I was stuck in smart people math for the last bit of the year. If I dropped it, my ATAR would not have been good. Primary school wasn't great either. Yeah. The primary schools, really hit or miss. Some of them good, some of them not. Some not good. Like, my teachers were mostly good, it's just they didn't teach us a lot. Like, they're nice people. Like, hell, I met my grade 6 teacher's wife. Like, I I went canoeing with her. It was on school camp, but like I've met her. She was very nice. He was very nice. Good people, and you know, they're trying their best, but most of the kids are not smart. So they can't teach us anything advanced. We're kind of stuck in very basic territory because we're not a smart school. Like, if we were like, I don't know, a Catholic school, you pay so much money to go to a Catholic school that you kind of have to be good at something. So they force you to learn. They force you to be smart. They teach you how to take tests. And Deborah, stop asking me to help find your ex. They're not coming back. Get over it. Teacher was a nice lady. Couldn't teach for crap, though. Even our highest scored student struggled in her class. And she tried teaching her... Oh, no. Teaching yourself calculus is not the way. That's not how that goes. Oh, my heart aches. That sounds like a genuine nightmare. I do not envy you that. We had to do a little bit of crowdsourced, like, not... I guess it is kind of crowdsourced. Trying to figure out how to do the math ourselves a little. She definitely was trying. Our calculus teacher was really trying to teach us calculus. But most of us ended up turning to like the 2 or 3 kids who got it and being like, hey, Jesse, Liam, please, teach me calculus. And they're trying their best, but even then. Most of us were just like, okay, we have to just ride this out. We're kind of stuck there. It didn't help that I'm pretty sure I had to miss a test and I had to come back in like the school holidays to do it. That shit sucked. Though, best part of Maths Methods, which was the class in question. The best part of Maths Methods was we did a test that took 2 classes to complete. And somehow, and I will not say how, because I actually don't know how, somehow, somebody in my class managed to get a picture of their notes that they had taken during the course of the class, during the course of taking the test. And so I get home and I get a Facebook message. I have been added to a group of a bunch of the kids from my Math Methods class, and the kid has posted their notes and said, you can now study to try and do better when you come back on Friday. It was like, yes! So we cheated on that test because we had the questions. We didn't have the answers because the kid who took the notes was not the smart kid. It was just one of the kids who managed to sneakily take a picture of like the questions. But it let us take that afternoon to stare at the notes going, how do I figure out this question? I think that was the best test we all did on. Like, we did the best on that test because we had that extra time to look at the questions and go, how do I do this? And some kids were asking questions, like, of the smart kids in the group, like, how do I do this? And so we're doing a little bit of discussion. But it was mostly just, we had the questions for an extra couple days to think about. It was very good. Oh, the summer homework packet was thick. Oh, no. Oh, Isaac Newton taught himself calculus, but not Isaac Thompson. Well, see, that's the problem. I didn't get hit on the head with an apple. I knew I was missing something. God damn it. This is devastating. I knew I was missing something when I was doing high school maths, and it was the apple. God damn it. I feel betrayed. Well, that, and I'm pretty sure Isaac Newton wasn't anxious out of his mind. Again. Ooh. Bad year for it. Not that I don't think I would have done any better in a less anxious year. The calculus is kind of complicated. It's not a great thing. I don't know how to differentiate these balconies with a wall. Do I just put a thick wall in there, or do I, like, put a wall with a window, or what? I'm not sure. I'm gonna just open the other Google, and I'm gonna Google balconies again. Best courses were English and biology. Nice! I mean, my best grade was in math, but not in calculus math, in the other math, because I did 2 math classes. So, further math, I think it's called? Further math, I did quite good in further math. Like, again, my name is in the paper somewhere, at some point, because I got like a 40 on the final exam, and if you get 40 and above, they put your name in the paper. So I'm in there. Aside from that, I think the next best was legal studies. I did really good in legal studies. I was actually I think I was the second best student in the whole class in legal studies. But the issue was that the year I did it, I did legal studies in year 11. Because I did like a class the year above my actual grade. So I did year 12 legal studies in year 11. And when you're in year 12, at the end of the year, they do a bunch of awards for the students, like the people who score the highest in the class. Like, so for instance, I got an award for further math because I was the best in my class at further math. Because no one else in that class gave a shit. Because everyone was there because I had to do a math class. And then, but because I was year 11, I couldn't get any awards for legal studies. And I believe someone attempted to tell me that if I had been in year 12, I would have either gotten ducks, well, not like ducks, but like highest in class or greatest achievement award, which is like the like second place. I was very good at legal studies, which is why I own a constitution. I have a constitution book somewhere in this house. I don't know where it's gone. Did best in English and history. Ooh, nice. Of course, I'm kind of surprised lots of us are good at English. We have to do a bunch of world building and writing, so we have to be good at English. I wasn't good at English. I was not great at English. Wasn't bad. Wasn't great. I definitely could have been better. But you know, you make do with what you have. I was decent at English lit, but I hated being in English literature. That was not a fun class to be in. So I was just like, ugh. Oh, here's your reward. We just released hundreds of ducks. It's D-U-X. It's ducks. But that would make it way better if they're like, hey, congratulations, you did really good in this class. Here's a bunch of ducks. Oh, that would have been awesome. Maybe that's what everyone was doing that one time I didn't go. Oh. I want to see ducks. Luckily, there's a bunch of ducks over by the pond. Where's the pond? That way. Somewhere behind me in that direction, there's a pond that gets ducks sometimes. There are local ducks. Oh yeah, paper balls. I forgot about these bad boys. Oh, that could be cool. No. Oop. Tell who's good at ducks. I mean, yeah. Exactly. Ducks are good. Do the ducks tell tales? I hope so. We desire to hear the tales of the ducks. Oh, I need stripped wood. I don't know how to fill in that wall. I think I might just use some solid oak for the minute. Just pop that in there real quick. I think everything's lit. I don't know. High school was weird. That's the moral of the story. High school was weird. Math is hard. And the risks I take are calculated. And boy, am I no longer good at math. Once long ago, but no longer. If I end up going through with the idea of doing a coding course, I'll have to reteach myself basic math. But I think I'd do fine with that. As long as I don't need calculus to code, it's okay. As soon as they ask calculus of me, I'm gonna end up just like, my eyes will glaze over. I'll start speaking in tongues, but all the tongues are saying is just fuck you, over and over. And that's what the ancient gods are telling me when they are saying when they are channeled through me. Through my mortal form. Okay, I think maybe now everything is lit. I don't know. Just running across the wall, like, is it lit? Help. I don't think we're a spawning hazard anymore. In this establishment, I believe we are safe. I do kind of want to put the supports on this wall, though. On the B station. Take out the corners and, like, put the logs in. And I think I have enough logs to do that. It's mostly a matter of doing it. So I guess just let her light the nether. Yeehaw. Here we go. Woo! I'm gonna leave these two open so I can continue downwards. I should have enough logs. I'm probably gonna need to get more jacaranda at some point. So I'm pretty sure I will run out. Woo! Especially because I probably want to use it for stuff inside, like in the interiors. I haven't totally figured that out, to be honest. The interior decorating is not something I have considered in enough detail, and that is going to be the end of me. Okay, I think we got the glass. Yeah, the glass. I think this works. Oh, maybe. Ooh. I think of ways to be efficient about this. It's called doing that. Just picking a corner at the end and going for it. I'll be efficient about this. And if I don't like it, I can fix it. Fix it later. Oh, and this needs to go down now. Okay, so that's one corner. Two corner. I pronounce the word corner 2 different ways. This is fine. My accent isn't in a having identity crisis. This is totally fine, I promise. I don't think about it every time I open my mouth. It's fine. Okay. Jacarandas. And there we go. Okay, so every corner has a log now. I think that looks a bit better. I'm still trying to figure out this section, because the idea was that there is a door into the section, into, like, the pillar, so that the, like, employees can come in and check on the bees. The only downside is it looks kind of ugly, but we'll figure something out with that. Maybe it needs to face towards the stairs instead of the side. Because I remember it being deliberately placed on the side, but it might look better in the back. Just because then it's kind of hidden behind the thing, and it won't look weird for, like, people out here. Not that you can see it very well, because there would be another pillar in the way. 3 pillars. But still. There's the idea of it, at any rate. Oop, and there's the mobs on the other island. I see them across the way. It's not an island, but do not worry, it's close enough. I think everything's lit out here. God, the roof is weird. Maybe I should change the roof. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, that bit really needs a roof, because otherwise I can't really get a feel for it if I don't do that roof. Don't do the roof for the balconies. The idea was gonna face the other way. But it's only 4 wide instead of 6, so I can't use the pattern. Well, I mean... Well, it's stair 2, stair 2. Is it stair 1, stair 1? I think that's what I have, isn't it? Oh no, it doesn't have that. What the hell pattern did I put on it last week? Slab... Stair, slabs... Slab? Why isn't it slab stair? I'm asking questions, and I have spruce stairs. What am I doing? Bewildering stuff. That's not the spruce cabinet. This is the spruce cabinet. That didn't go. Get out of here. Let me in. Thank you. We'll see what we can do. Try and keep this similar vibe at a different angle, basically, is what's happening there. And then I'll have to fix the top as well, because the top will be busted. So I think Yes. Yes. This one needs to be on the level above, and it is a stair. And that's the bitch that's gonna cause issues, which is why these weren't stairs otherwise. As memory does recall it. And now I can't use the windows to get out. God damn it. I did not plan this particularly well. You have to build all this from below, which is not going to be fun. It's going to be distinctly unfun. The interiors might be an issue though, because I'll just chunk them out from the inside. Yup. And that's good. It's a bit up the front. Okay. I can't even do the rest of the roof. Shit. Oh, we're doing gymnastics in here now. I have to run the whole way around. Let me in. Let me in. There we go. Whoosh. Okay, and it will go one out either side, which I didn't think I did on the other side as well. I don't think I actually did that. Because the idea is it like curves back around a little bit. Mostly like just like this little bit here. Which, I have to fix that. That's fine. So it comes out one extra on that side. Just to give it a little bit of something different. I need a lot of spruce stairs now. Like a shit ton of spruce stairs, actually. Oh god. Spruce is in here. Spruce logs. Spruce logs and the spruce chest. Give me that. Thanks. Make an ungodly amount of stairs. And that way I shall have a finished roof. Perhaps. Who knows? Unclear. Hold on. That's step one. I'm gonna bring you with me. I think I have the inventory space to do that. I have the inventory space to do that. Just bring you out on the balcony with me, and I'm also going to punch a wall through this. There's a bunch of hole in this wall so I can actually get out. Push, 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 push. Oh, you just cut the butt. How'd you do on the other side? Just go the one side then out? Is that how I did it on both sides? I don't think that is. Why does it look like that? Oh, because I did that sideways. Just go that way, and then it can go that way. Doof. Doof. Ow. Oh, look, the stone mill's down there. And the stone saw. Hold on, is that? What is that? That would be a health thing. Okay. Alright, I've now opened Discord. Now I'm gonna get distracted again. Just checking that things are not going wrong. Oh no, the D&D chat's memeing. Not again. Okay. We closed that. Do not get distracted by the tabletop memes. It's not allowed. Tabletop meming is only allowed to be viewed during the tabletop session. So, you know, like the one time a week. Yape. And... Yike. Okay. I feel like this is something I probably should actually get up for. It might be easier from above. Nope, that's the wrong button. Also the wrong spot. There we go, that's perfect. And then I'll fill in the bottom when I'm down there. But that's a non-issue. Oh, I need the slabs. God damn it. Give me the slabs. The purple? Okay. Whoop. If whoop. Bubbles. There we go. Okay. Oopsies, that's the wrong side up. Wrong side down. Wrong way. Round and round. Well, I'm here. Fuck. Damn it, I had a plan there and it didn't work. Ugh. The risks. The calculations. The nearly failing maths methods. Genius level. Genius level place. Truly a master of my craft. Of the mind craft. Okay. Ow. Got down. You got the space for that one more. I'm gonna need like one more set of stairs. Are you serious? God damn it. Get you that one. That should be enough. Ah, perfect amount. Genius. Okay. Take this. Fire rockets. Don't really need them, but I'm gonna grab them anyway. I mean, that is basically the same design, just very short. And then, of course, there's the busted walls up the top. On the top floor, because I just look kind of weird. So they'll get full blocks in instead of stairs. But, that seems to have worked. I think. As far as I can tell, that's probably the best kind of roof I could do without making it too tall. Because, like, the I guess, ideal would be the same roof as the top roof, but on the middle, but then it would come up too high on this bit, and I didn't want that. I didn't want to see the supports running around on there either. Not really. So we don't have that as visible from the front. You can see it underneath, obviously, but that's whatever, right? I think that works. Possibly all of the roofs need to come out one. In the sense that, like, because they all stop on dead on, right? They stop at the pillar. Maybe they all need to come out one row further. Like all of them do. So that there's more protrusions, I guess? There's a bit more depth to it because there's stuff coming in and out and out and in. So basically this one would only come out 2 more blocks. Oop. Because it would be 1 stair and 1 slab, and that's it. This one would come out 3. Most of them would come out 3 because they are stair, slab, slab. You get a little extra further outness. I guess the word literally is protrusion. And a bit more, you know, I think it would look neater that way. Because it looks a bit awkward, I guess. I think it probably looks awkward from all angles, but seeing it on the front makes it look really awkward, especially because you can see kind of under the lip a bit more. Because it's from the front. Need a break? Fair enough, James. Breaks are good. Oh, God. Breaks are good. Have a nice break. Ugh, I'm just stretching now. Ugh. Oh, I keep thinking that the marks on my screen are people too. Oh my god, why are they so dirty? Oh god. What have I done to this computer screen? That looked worse. I didn't realize the webcam was that far over. Oopsie daisies. I'm pretty sure that's not coming through in the noise, and I goddamn hope so, because it probably would sound awful if it was. I need to clean my screen properly. I have not cleaned my screen since I got it, and it's been half a year. So that's a bit unfortunate. Okay. So I want to bring all the roofs out one, basically. Out one layer on each, like one segment each. This comes out 2, so I'm gonna need a lot of... Just put all the glass in here. Put all the glass related blocks in here. rearrange this. I'm gonna need a lot of spruce. I have a crafting table. And I have scaffolding. Which is good. It would be bad if I did not. Okay. God damn it. Bastard. Okay, let's make... I'm gonna need basically... make that many. And then... an amount of slabs. Okay, we'll start with that amount of each. And then we'll work from there to get the amount that we need of the rest. Because I'm gonna need a lot of it. And luckily I have a lot of spruce because my friend harvested a lot of spruce. Just in their off time. Because what else are you gonna do, right? You're watching a show in one window and you're playing Minecraft in the other. That's just how the life be. Not that I've done that yet, but I should do that. When I finally start Avatar Season 2, that's just gonna be me. I'm just gonna be playing Minecraft and watching Season 2. Which will be good. That'll be like, not tomorrow, probably the day after. Well, that's a streamy day. Fuck. Ugh. At some point, I'll actually start watching the rest of the show. Because I've gotten this far. I've gotten a third of the way and I might as well actually finish it. I say might as well like it's an obligation. I would like to see the rest of the show. Yes, oh god. So at some point yesterday I was talking about it and I said foolishly, incorrectly, that I was looking forward to Azula because she was the only other female in the main cast because I completely forgot that Toph existed. Because Toph is not even remotely in Season 1 and as a result I completely forgot she existed. Like, I just completely hard blanked on that one. I was like, holy shit, she exists? Oh god. Because I've only ever seen Season 1. So I was just like, there are other characters? Uh-oh. Oops. That was a fun conversation to have after that. So I'm looking forward to whenever she shows up. Haven't figured out when that is. Because, oops. I do not know. I am deeply uninformed. Because somehow, despite the fact that I lived through the entire airing of the show, never saw past Season 1. So that was what we call a weird moment. To sort of realize that, oh, I just haven't seen most of it. That's weird. That's a little bit weird. Oh well, time to rectify it. Not like right this second, but in general. What better time than now? 2021, the year Isaac watches TV for the first time in like a decade. Okay, that's one down. Yeah, that looks better. It'll obviously need the understairs on both of those, but I think that looks way better to have that extra bit coming out of it. I'm gonna make slabs with you, and I'm gonna make stairs with you. And that will hopefully get me a good ways in to the rest. And then hopefully, because I mean the issue is like slabs will be a lot, most of it. Most of the roof is slabs. For most of them anyway. Not all of them, just most of them. This area is gonna be really weird. Visually. There's enough space to look out, and that's about it. Like, I think at some point I mentioned possibly bringing down, like, carving this out a bit more so that it comes down lower. And I think I'm gonna have to do that because it looks really weird. Which will affect a little bit around. Like, it won't come down much, like a block or two. Possibly uneven, just to add some extra interest to the area in the undercover dining outside area. Those were just nouns in an order that didn't make sense. The undercover outdoor dining, which is this area here. It'll probably come down a block or two, and obviously I need to do a bunch of terraforming in the area to, like, get rid of this shit. And, you know, everything else. So I'll do that at the same time. I'll just do a bunch of steps at once. And then I will have, you know, an area that's nice to be in, ideally. That would be nice. I would like to build nice places in the Minecraft. Okay, that's another... And then I think the last roof is the top one, which will be the worst one to get to. Just in general. Just awful. Luckily, I can fly, so this is fine. Obviously, I could just fly up, but I like the idea of towering and then gliding in. Oh, this is actually really tall. That's nice. Alright. I'm here. I'm possibly not gonna have enough stairs. Almost certainly not gonna have enough of anything else. Uh-oh. Well, this wall's gonna get busted a little bit. This is gonna look ugly from the inside. Ooh boy. That's not gonna look pretty. This is normally not an issue, but for you, you get the treat of having this be an issue. You know, the one roof where this is a problem. This one doesn't matter. I don't care about this one. That's a lot there. Well, I probably should. Maybe I should bring all those down to be the same height as all the other windows. Because I built them in at the 5 high. Like the 5 high walls. I probably should bring those down to 4 high, like every other wall. And then you fill in the rest with just full block of plank. Full oak plank going on in there. I'm gonna run out of slabs. Maybe not out of stairs, definitely out of slabs. And obviously I need more stairs for some parts. Some parts will require slabs. This actually top roof will not require upside down stairs, I mean, not slabs. It'll require 4. It'll require 4 upside down slabs. I know, so many slabs. That's like a doable amount upstairs. God damn it, can I use the correct terms, please? The correct building thing that starts with S includes an A in it? Not even the same sound. God. Disgraceful. That's a interesting something into that one. Okay. I'm gonna still make more stairs though, because I will need them. Of them I will have a need. But not at this exact second. Actually, well. Oop, I didn't do that properly. I'm gonna do that one. Can't do the other one the same way, but I can do this side. I can get that one started. Oop, wrong way. There you go. Awesome. The other side, I'll figure out. We'll get there. Ah. Slams. God, now I'm just hungry. Not even thinking about anything. I was like, I'm hungry. Okay, it's one more long. I got confused a second. There we go. Food. Food is good. Oh, because the front can do it, but the back can't. That's what the issue is. Okay. That's why I was down there. I remember now. I was at that end of the roof so that I could try and see if I could figure out how to get it. Excellent. It'll be easier if I do it before I start, though. So, well, will it? Apparently not. Never mind. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeesh. Okay. I can fix these walls later. God, now I am just hungry. Oh. I thought I ate food. Thought I had eaten the food. Apparently I had not. Not enough of it. Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. I feel like most of my Minecraft streams end up with me just building roofs. I'm not totally sure what's up with that. It just ends up being roof time. I'm not even good at roofs, but I'm just here building roofs. Roofs? 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 A roof. A rough roof. Oh god, the praise. I'm forgetting how to words. This is not good. Oh well. Yeah, roofs. Yes! I'm building roofs. I'm gonna go and tame more puppies. And I'm gonna put them in the outdoor dining, and that's just where the roofs are. That's why it has a roof for the roofs. I was about to jump in there. Don't jump in there. That shit, that's a hole. So this roof's actually done. Top roof's done. Top roof's totally good. All the other roofs have many requirements. Among them, put a roof on the roof. I mean, it immediately starts raining. I take the rain as an omen that I should not put a roof on the roof. Do not put a roof on the roof. No. I mean, it's doable, I guess. It's not exactly easy. Oop. I made that jump and then thought I didn't. That was smart. Ow. Shit. Oh, shit. God, jumping out of this stuff is a genuine nightmare, isn't it? There we go. Made it. I could put a roof on the roof. It's doable. I just would hate to do it. Hate to see it. Whoosh. Okay, so this roof's done. It is not this is not OSHA compliant. If the OHS inspectors come to check this, I'm a sole contractor. This is my own problem. No one else is harmed by what's happening here. It is just me. I promise. There is no subcontract. It's just me. Where'd the other one go? There it is. God damn it. So like I'm harming only myself. It's fine. This is fine. That's how you get rid of OSHA, right? You're just like, no, I'm just doing this myself. This is fine. No one else is harmed by my foolishness. This is just a me problem. You don't have to find me or lock down my business. This is just a me problem. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And then you start bribing them with diamonds. Like, here's some diamonds to give my work site a good rating. Please leave me alone. And then I fall off the roof and break my knees, and I'm like, well, shit. Now I can't even sue myself for damages. I want to have to sue OSHA. Oh, God. We don't even have OSHA. We don't have a... WorkSafe is gonna try and sue me, I guess. Okay, the long roof definitely looks better when you put another level of it out. Looks a good deal better to me. God, that roof is so weird, though. That's such a weird looking roof. Oh, God. Because I can look at it on 2 monitors, and it kind of helps to see it in a second. Even though it's the exact same field of... same angle, same everything. When it's at a distance on the other screen, you can see it. But it looks kind of cool. I'm leaning in on that one. I'm letting it happen. These weird jagged roofs. I mean, possibly? I don't know. I feel like I think it's a fundamental design thing where like because the issue is I've specifically designed these roofs to only use stairs and slabs, and for some reason this was the design I came up with, and it looks weird, but I think it's also like it's weird in a way that isn't necessarily awful if you lean in hard enough. And since I've used that roof in every other roof on the building, I think it kind of works. I think it looks okay. It's just weird, but that's fine. It's allowed to be a little bit weird. It's Minecraft. We have limited gradients in terms of like roofs. Because I didn't want to put any full blocks, which would allow for a far smoother gradient, because I didn't want to have to deal with lighting the roof. I just did not want to have to deal with that. So I'm not dealing with it. That's how that works. I decided not to deal with it. I have abdicated responsibility for the lighting of roofs because there is no roof to light. It's fine. That's the plan. Oh god, my posture. Ow. Posture is bad. There we go. Alright. I think it looks fine. It looks okay. I'm willing to accept it. If no one else says anything, it's fine. We all accept the roof is weird, it's okay. I mean, after the nightmare, there was the other roof. And that roof technically isn't done, because I wanted to do something with those pillars and then didn't. This is fine. Hydrate. Yes. Hydrate. 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 Hydrate before you dihydrate. Do 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 do. There's not a door that needs to go away. Need to fill in that hole. There's a bunch of wall bits I need to fix now. I should probably do that now before I forget, because otherwise I'll forget until next week. Knowing me, I will not play again until next week, and that means I will forget. So I'm going to fix a bunch of the walls now, so that things do not go horrifically wrong. Oh no. Immediately. Out of the gate. I'm having a bad time. This is fine. It's fine. Upstairs is where the next problem was. Oh yeah, it rains in the beehole. That's fun. These are phrases I should not be saying out loud. I'm realizing. Okay, this was the other wall that desperately needed fixing. Because it does not make sense. So what we're gonna do is you are not... Yeah, the beehole sounds very rude. That's why I'm like, oh, these are phrases that make sense in only some contexts. Unfortunately, it is a very limited context. So, it ends up just saying very weird things. Very strange things. This is normal. This is fine. Okay, I think this one needs to be fixed too. I think that's a stair. Yep, so I need to fix these as well. I need to fix my axe too, because I had a really nice axe and then I broke it by doing foolish things like not mending it, even though it's not that hard. So my axe is just a mending axe now. I need to actually fix that. Whoopsie daisies. Whoops. Whoopsie daisies. Oh no. Whoop. Oh no. Oh, oh. Whoop. There we go. Alright, that's one side fixed. One room fixed. Room 2. Means I get more of these back. God, these... They're expensive. These are expensive windows. Shatter them with your fist at your own peril. I will commit a crime. If you just break these glass windows. Oh my god. Like, they're so nice looking, but... Oh boy. Whew. Okay, and then this area... also needs to be fixed. I think the front one needed to be fixed by being raised one, if memory serves. That is not a melody anyone's gonna know, but that's fine. That is a just for me thing. I think that's the melody. Not the point. Walls. And then once the walls are done, I have no more projects. What, you thought I was gonna actually do the interior? Oh god. Never heard of that. I've never heard of an interior in my life. Okay, so... Maybe just replace them with full blocks and call it a day and just don't touch it. I think that's what I'll do. I just won't touch it. And we'll have the... Because that way I can conserve stairs. Because they cost more to make. And I don't want to deal with the problem of not having... Of just having to make more of them. I don't like having to make more of them. So I think that might just work like that. Alas, I cannot access the B Tower from here. Let's change the name to B Tower. And this forbids me from doing cool shit like that. Into the sky. Oh shit. Do not plummet. Yes. Are you this side? I did this side. I'm gonna crash into the lake. Help. Oop. 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 Oh, I didn't do this side. I didn't do one of the sides. Oop. Oh. I missed the one side. I got distracted. I got excited. I thought I was done. I was not done. Not yet. Okay, I need to fix this side's windows as well. This is very intense music for fixing some walls. Some very, like, straightforward renovations, but this is intense work. The dedication alone required to complete this work. Wow. It's difficult. It's dangerous sometimes. Sometimes, you know, you're genuinely scared, you know? And you gotta just power through it. Like here, I'm balancing on the edge of a wall over a roof. That's terrifying. No one wants to do this. But I do this. It's thankless work, but someone's gotta do it. I'm running out of oak planks, somehow. I think I'll have enough. I hope. Hopefully I'm not dropping any random blocks onto the roofs either. I don't really want to have to go out there and get them. That'll require opening the rocket box, and I'm just like, please don't make me open the rocket box. Wop, wop, wop. Okay. And then... I did both of these. That's why I got confused. I did both sides of this one. So that's done then, I think. Ow. That is all of the windows that were impacted by the roof fixed. Fixed? Perhaps? Oh dear lord. Ah, I've summoned the horde. They come to fight. They come to repair my shovel. Incidental, that's not their plan, but that's what they're gonna do. They're going to help repair my shovel. So I greatly appreciate, thank you. Any more, you bastards? Mammy. Yeah, I think we're good. Difficult to tell in the rain. The rain does not make this any easier on me as a visual experience. The sheep breaking the grass was a little bit spooky. Don't know totally why, but like that's fine. And that's a building. It looks real weird just because of that random non-window on that one side. Looks a little weird. But I feel like all the rooms should have a window, and all the rooms do have a window. So it's okay. It's all sensible. Everything was done for a reason. It's just, you know, whether the underlying reasons are good or not. I think aside from the weird hole in the roof that I made to accommodate the bee hole, I think this is fine. I think it looks good. I think it's neat. I know it's a high price for my own building. I think it's neat. Just holding up a potato. Just a picture of me holding a screenshot of my building. I think it's neat. That's a hole in the ground. Great. And I love those. Yeah, I did see that, which is good. And I probably should do that. Not because I don't like streaming Minecraft for many hours and just gaming for many hours, but I probably should at least pretend to get my sleep in order. Especially because, like, I've got the gamering tomorrow. Which will be fun. That'll be a fun gaming session. At least I'm pretty sure we're doing it tomorrow. The GM has it heavily implied that we're doing it tomorrow. Which will be fun, because I'm really bad at playing the Witcher TTRPG. I'm not good at it. That's why I'm playing the easy class, which is the Man-at-Arms. I think it looks good, though. I think the building looks nice. It's just this section that needs to be fixed, because I'm going to have to do terraforming so that the roof... Because it's a very big roof over here, because it's a wide section. And it basically just needs to be brought down, at least in part, so that there's more space, like more headroom, and more visual space between the fences and the roof. But that's fine, because we've got at least, I say at least, 2 blocks of give. If we want to bring the road, like the fence to the same, well, like the grassy ground to the same level as where the bridge will be. You can kind of see like where the 2 sandstone chunks are. That's where the bridge is probably gonna go. That could also change, and maybe it'll come down to the flat bed down here. And then in that case, it can come down an extra block if it wants. So, you know, there's room for that. But I do kind of want it to be 1 block up, because there's a descent down into the kitchen area, which is the basement. That's a B1. So I think that's the main thing that needs to be done, is just like terraforming this area underneath the big roof. And then obviously, like, after that, all that's left is to do the interiors, which I'm not good at. So that's going to be a nightmare a little bit. So probably what might happen is once I've done the terraforming on the outdoor dining, I honestly might end up just working on the other building projects in this area of the place. There's obviously the road that comes through, and there's the bridge, which is going to be an absolute pain in the ass. Because it needs to arch at least a little bit, so that so you can let a boat through underneath. Because there's going to be a pier out here, which I'm also going to have to build a bunch of barrels and shit. Because this is like the delivery section. And this bit needs to be terraformed to look like a delivery section. There needs to be like, oh no, an entrance gate, who knows, dude. Some fences and shit. There's the bridge, which has to arch at least 1 up. Preferably a little bit more, I might think. I don't know, it's a bit wide. Might have some support pillars. Skeleton, I think that's underneath in my trapped caves. And then there's like all the other buildings, because the idea was that the bar is itself supported by a bunch of other like businesses in the area, in a sense. So like actually I have to check, because my friend did deliver the stuff that's required to make the foods, at least a couple of them. That's this sugar over here. There's like the cutting boards and stuff. And the idea was that there would be places that produce each of these things that are being used to make the food. And then, of course, the bar is buying them, bringing them into their kitchen, and turning it into the actual meals. So, like the cheeses and the hamburgers. So, of course, in order to make the hamburgers, you need to have all the other shit that goes into the hamburger. I don't actually know what makes the hamburger. How do you make it? Mayonnaise, bread, ground beef, and a skillet. So there's obviously a place producing ground beef. There's a place that is producing mayonnaise, which technically I think I have both of those already, but okay. And then a bread place. Now there is all the wheat, but you probably want a more industrial wheat section, or just a nice, like, actual farm, as opposed to just a bunch of riverfront property that's just wheat for some reason. So, you know, like, stuff like that. There's also apple pie. I don't know what apple pie is made of. Apples, dough, which is flour and salt. What's flour? That's wheat or potato, or wheat or potato. Okay. Nope. Wheat or potato. And then the salt is fresh water in a pot. How do you get fresh water? It's a water bucket. Okay. Why would you ever use a water bucket then? I guess where fresh water is consumable, but a water bucket isn't. And then you also need sugar. So you need all the other shit. What's an agave? Okay. Listen, you need a lot of things. Salt pretzel? What do you use to make pretzels? Dough and salt. So we're gonna need a lot of salt. Gonna need a lot of salt. Which is, I don't know if that's renewable or not. I mean, technically it is, because it's just water, but like... Cheese? Cheese? You need so much salt. You need milk. I mean, we've already got some of the ingredients, but like, in general, right? And then, of course, the other aspect was the brewing. And technically, my friend already has a brewery on their other base. But I kind of like the idea of having a small brewery, or at least like a wine cellar somewhere. And this place doesn't have a wine cellar for reasons. Don't question the reason why this place doesn't have a wine cellar of its own. I don't have an answer to that question. I can't tell you. I cannot explain why. Don't shush. Shush. That's storage. Shh. So yeah, the idea was just like a bunch of supporting buildings out here, because then it gives me a project to do, and I like building buildings with a purpose. Wow, what a sentence. As opposed to just like building a castle, but like for what though? So, you know, build a... They don't have to be like fancy redstone farms, and in fact they probably shouldn't be, but like a nice place to store that stuff at the very least. Because I have a bunch of like seeds and stuff, and they're currently over in the barn. But if I build a place that does wheat, well then I can bring a bunch of the wheat-based food stuff out here. And just because the place is producing wheat to use for dough and bread for the stuff in the bar, doesn't mean that's all it produces. So I can build a bunch of like farming shit out here. Not like right here. This section is probably better used for manufacturing, for lack of a better phrase. Haven't figured that out yet. Don't question any of what I just said. Maybe this hill should have the wine cellar in it. Who knows? It's near enough to the areas with all the boats and shit. Just chuck a goddamn pier out here and just... This is the wine area, I guess. Who knows, yo? Probably chuck the farms either out there or across the river. I'd probably put them over there, though, so I can fill out more of the plain with a bunch of cool-looking farms. Make them look really nice, put a couple of nice trees in it. Do some nice paths through all the waving wheat and grains. A couple of, like, orchards and shit. It's gonna be real nice. It's gonna look cool, I reckon. When, like, because there'll be, like, the buildings around here, and a couple maybe along the road. But the road will also, of course, or the path, will continue out into the field to let you access all of these beautiful farms. The Podzol patch will be cleaned up. as well. That will be fixed. And then that'll like, that's a long-term project kind of thing. Of course, it'll all kind of somewhat depend on when the server gets updated, because we're on 16.3, but we want to be on 16.4 because one of our, or a couple of our mods, but at least one of them, has a major bug that we wanted an update for, but because of the, you know, change in version, the bug fix is not being pushed to 16.3. So we need to update 16.4 at some point, and we're just waiting on one of the mods to finish, like to finish its update, so that we can do that. And then once it does that, the server's going to be offline for like a week while we sort out getting, you know, all the mods updated properly, getting everyone to have the right mod pack and all the right versions of the mods, and getting because we have to reset a couple of areas as well, because the update to the mod isn't just to fix a bug fix, it's also to add more biomes, because we have a biome mod. And so we're waiting for, we're gonna have to completely redo the end and nether, which is a bit of a shame. I might go and collect all the shit from my nether portal building that I built, and I'm gonna build a better nether hub. I think when we redo the nether, I'm gonna build a better nether area. We still do need a nether hub though. Well, I guess we kind of don't because we have teleportation, but it would be kind of nice to have a nether hub, or at least to finish the highway, because we didn't finish that. But that's because I think the player who was going to do the nether hub and nether highways has not been online recently. He's a bit busy, unfortunately, and not in a fun way, which, you know, it can't be like that. Sometimes you just don't have the time to play the video game, or you're not able to. So, you know, we're dealing with that. Hopefully they'll be able to log on, you know, at some point. That'll be fun. But until then, I'm willing to take over nether responsibilities. I'm willing to build the nether roads we need, because I like having them. Especially like before we, now that we had like the ender pearl farm, you know, shit was fine. I'm gonna build a road to that tree actually, because the tree is full of ender pearls at the moment. Because I built an enderman farm, which I can actually probably show off before stream ends. I think it's been shown on stream before, but I figure I can just go through it again. I built a very efficient enderman farm. Not an automatic one, but a very efficient one nonetheless. And not my design, obviously. I'm not particularly clever. But it's very quick. Because it's using, like, mob cap shit. And, like, it fills up very quickly. So, you know, very efficient enderman farm. And the teleportation stone, the waystones we use, they use ender pearls. That's their main ingredient. So that was completely removed as an obstacle. And even before then, a couple of us would be online for enough times, frequently enough, that we could just kick the asses of any enderman we saw. I think at one point we specifically went on a expedition to the nether, to a warped forest, so that we could go to town on some assholes. As is our want, apparently. It was a good day. I don't think that was on, but that might have been on stream. I actually don't remember. At this point, I have no ability to remember anything. That's a hole in the ground I'm gonna have to fix. I'm just absent-mindedly lighting stuff up now. I have torches, why not? Holy shit! Holy shit! That man is wearing golden pants! That spider jockey was wearing golden pants. That is incredible. I have never been so awestruck. Wow. I cleared a decent chunk of land around the bar for safety purposes. But we're now going to I reckon, go to the Enderman farm so I can do a bit of EXP farming and also just show off how bonkers it is. Because I think I've showed it on stream, but only for like a minute and didn't truly articulate how bonkers it is. Oh, it's been built up too, because shit was happening. I was meant to build walls, but I got distracted. Well, I mean, there's this. This is happening. This happens. Here's the Endermen in themselves. We just commit some mass murder. Heavens above. And they just keep filling up. I'm killing so many of them, and they just keep filling up. And it's because they just spawn and throw themselves. Look at them. Look at them go. Look at them appear. And they're now accidentally crushing themselves because of the mob cap. It's just wild, yo. It's a very efficient farm. I don't remember whose design it is. I could probably figure out if I, like, chucked it in Google. Or if I just chucked it in the web browser. Just put it in the search bar and it'll be like, ah yes, I remember this Enderman farm. It's probably Ilmango or something. This shit, effective. My inventory is literally unable to take in any of these. The plan for the redone end, because we're going to have to come in and kill the Ender Dragon again, is I'm going to build this again, but we're going to put an item filter on it so that it captures all of the Enderman heads and yeets all of the Ender Pearls into the abyss after a certain point, because we have like 12 double chests, and the Ender Pearls are awful for storage. They're just the worst. They just accumulate, because they only stack to 16, so they just... Ooh, get a lot of the bums. There's a lot of them in there. It doesn't help that, like, it's not very quick to collect the items because of... so we're at, like, level 1. Like, we're at the bottom of the world. And the issue with, like, getting items to go anywhere is you usually want water streams. And so what I've done is I've got hoppers that go into a dispenser, which dispenses directly up, which means I can then put a water stream at level 2. Because obviously you can't put a water stream on Y0, Y1. So I had to do that, so it's being bottlenecked by the dispenser really bad. Which means that there's just a lot of Ender Pearls loitering in this box. And there's an Enderman head. Look at him. You can see it. You can see it there. Rotating around, got a care in the world. While I decide to fix my axe while I'm here, why not? What else am I gonna do? This probably sounds awful. It does sound awful. There's no probably about it. It is just an awful audio experience. And I'm still accumulating some EXP, because sometimes it doesn't heal my axe. I'll just fix all of my stuff. Oh, because getting some of my armor too a little bit. I have been attacked many a time. And so it's getting all these things slowly, over time. Whew. Okay, don't open that yet. I do want to pick up that head, though. Got it. Just so I have it. So it doesn't despawn or anything. Because otherwise it probably would. What is that doing? Oh, well. The hair is a mess. This is why I want a haircut. And this is why hopefully this time next week I will have short hair. Don't quote on that, but that's the idea. I need to turn off the light overlay again. Okay. Alright, we're almost healed the pick. And that will be basically all my tools fixed. I do have another pick that's actually, like, quick, but I don't need that at the moment. Oof. Thanks for the EXP. Oh, look at how quickly it goes when I'm not having to fix anything. Oh my god. Look at it go. This isn't a... Ooh. Oh god, it's so quick. And this isn't even with Sweeping Edge. I don't even have a Sweeping Edge on this sword, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't. If I did, though, well... And kind of long as well, especially compared to normal hair. Yeah, I think most people are having that. But, like, the last time I got a haircut, my hair was like this long. And now my hair is, like, down to, like, there. On at least one side. Because it was an undercut, technically, when I last got a haircut in, like, October of 2019, sorry. And it's been an undercut since 2017. It's been very short. So this is very long hair for me. And I don't like it. And now that it's summer, it's nearly unbearable. Which is why I'm like, that's why I'm gonna probably just, like, give up and get it done in the week. I'm just, like, gonna go out on, like, Wednesday or something and be like, please, a haircut. I need it. Help me. Free me from this hell. Yeah. I haven't been bothered. Got one last summer. That's not too bad. What is in, like June-ish 2020? Sorry, I'm having to do Northern Hemisphere math. Okay, I've done... Look at all the EXP as well. Some of them go on the roof and die. It's a bit weird. Oh, hey, there's one. They love to do that. Hello. I'm gonna deal with this guy. Thanks, I guess. You're not done yet. Okay, cool. So then you're not doing too bad. You like, you know, you're working through it. You know, that's a... Oh god, I got a bit stuck on there. Like, that's not too long. That's a manageable length of time. It, like, well, it depends on how long your hair is, I guess. And the style. Because, like, if you... One of the annoying things about undercuts is that you basically have to get a haircut every, like, at least twice a year. Otherwise, you get an awful mullet. And trust me, mine was not good. None of my mullets were good. And I've had many. I technically still do, but because my hair is long enough, I can put it up, you don't notice as much. But I notice. I know it's there, and it's terrifying. I mean, that was a very efficient EXP farming there. Extremely efficient. Because I needed some extra EXP to get back. As is the common want. I'm gonna deposit some of these. This thing is shocker. I don't even have an Enderman head in here. That's weird. Why don't I have any in there? Weird. Look at how many wheat seeds I have. I need storage. This is why I want wheat storage. This is why I want to build a 17th wheat farm. And how much sugarcane do I have? Oh yeah, and there's all the rest of this. Oh god. That's a good amount of sugarcane, actually. That ain't half bad. This is not a very efficient farm, but it gets the job done. I'll need to build a second one, actually. Because I'll need it for sugar instead of paper. That's the paper farm, not the sugar farm. Yeah, I don't know. Things will happen during the week. I haven't decided if I'm gonna go out. I'm planning to, just because, like, we're in the middle of a little bit of a cold snap. And so the idea is get my hair cut now before it gets hot again. Which it'll get hot on, like, Thursday, so I'm like, oh shit. The time is limited. Go, go, go. And so that's the idea behind... That's the method to the madness, I think, is that I would like to get that just sorted. The main thing is I don't have anything else to do while I'm out. Well, I do, but I don't want to be there for like 4 hours, which is what'll happen if I get if I go on the library computer and start doing Ancestry.com. Dear Jesus, I will not end up home. I don't want to do a day trip on the ticket, so I'm like, oh, beans. I have to do quick stuff. Ew. So I'm having to figure that out. And basically, you'll know if I'm doing it on Tuesday, like on Tuesday's stream, because I'll say if I've decided if I'm doing it or not. Because that'll change whether I change what I do on Tuesday's stream, which I don't know what the hell I'm doing on Tuesday. Dear Jesus. It was -12. Oh my god. It was like, I think today it was 18 at the top, like positive 18. But I'm pretty sure it was like a minimum of 11, which is a bit cold for January, considering that this time last year, the country was on fire. I'm pretty sure that because Google Photos shows you your old photos. I'm pretty sure that my photos from this time last year were from the days where I couldn't see over my back fence. Yeah, that's a couple of them. 14th of January, couldn't see over my back fence because it was smoky as hell. Because it was 50 degrees and shit was on fire. God, the downside of the old photos is that I had a really good haircut at one point. And now I don't. I was like, oh, I want it. Which is why I have to do this. That's why I have to go out. I have to get a haircut so that I can restore my 13-year-old boy cosplay to reality. That's what that is. It's fine. I no longer have anything to do, so I'm probably gonna call it nowish, but I'm like, yes. Ah, yes, the good old days when our main problem was that Australia was on fire. Yep. Yep. There'll be times where someone will be like, oh, you know, January last year wasn't too bad, and I'm like, excuse you, I couldn't breathe last January because the country was on fire, and they're like, oh yeah, you're right. We've scrubbed it from our memories because we're like, that didn't happen. Especially if you're not in a fire-affected area, which I wasn't. I'm in the city, I'm fine. But the smoke affected everybody. And everyone forgot about it. But I don't. I remember. Because that's the one time I missed school. The one time I was like, Because, goody two-shoes. You go to every lesson of class and whatever. You've never missed a day in your life except when you're sick. That was the one time I made an exception. And I was like, actually, no. I'm not going to school today. I'm not going to uni today. It's 30 degrees. I can't see over my back fence. That is a recipe for an asthma attack, and I do not have asthma. So I don't need this right now. And so that was January. It was me missing my first ever lesson of class for no other reason other than my health and safety depended on it. It's a good excuse. She understood too. She was like, yeah, that's fair. And I'm like, yeah, no, and your class is boring anyway, so I don't give a shit. That was a good year. Had a nice trip to Copenhagen last year. Nice. Ugh, I haven't been out in ages. I went to Albury in 2019, I think. I went up to Albury, which is on the state border, for I think my uncle's birthday. That was a pretty good trip. I don't remember if that was 2019 or 28. What year was that? Oh god. I think 2019 was when we went up for his birthday. 2017 was when we went up for a wedding anniversary. That was a different trip. But Albury's nice. It's not as fancy as going to the big city, because it's a regional town. But it's, it's nice. And it was a good time. I haven't seen the paternal side in ages, though. Because, my dad keeps going up to Albury to see them, but I'm like, I am not leaving the state. I'm not doing it. I will not leave the state. That's just not happening. My dad plans to go out, to New South Wales this, next week. And I'm like, oh, God. And we're pretty sure he'll be able to come back. But sometimes you get a bit worried. Sometimes they don't let you. So that's fun. Oh, well. The roof looks way better like that. I'm happy with that roof. I'm happy with how the front roof turned out. I'm happy with how the longer roofs look. They are very skinny, though. So I think I know what you mean about the bulking. They're a bit skinny. But I think they're kind of cute. So I'm down for that. Failing that, I could always put a full block and then the stair. That could also help for a couple of them. And I might try that off stream. Maybe in creative I'll give it a shot. See if like having the extra width helps a bit. But then it'll make the skinny bit look even skinnier. So maybe it needs to be like a gradient kind of thing where it gets skinnier towards the end. I don't know, I'll have to have a look at it. But I reckon... Where's the sun in the sky in this game? Oh, it's setting. Oh, Jesus. Okay. But I reckon that's probably going to do me for tonight. Just because it's, you know, 1:30 in the morning. I keep going to Finland and back since he works there. Luckily, you have deals to let workers go fairly freely. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Ours don't. But that's because my dad's not going there for work. He's going there for, you know, for family stuff, so he doesn't get that excuse. But he's been up twice, and every time it's like, oh god, he's gonna get stuck. But anyway, we're going to finish up for the night. That is the raid call, as per usual. What we'll be doing, and also as usual, is we'll be raiding RPG Dinosaur Bob. Because Bob is live, and that's how it works, is that whoever's up from the ASC gets raided. And usually it's Bob. Sometimes it's Greg, it's usually Bob. Oh yes, thank you all very much for coming. Hope you guys had a lovely time, whatever it is that you were doing while I was pottering away here, building roofs and walls and shit. And that you have a very lovely day going forward. Thank you all for coming. Goodbye.